Dad, are you crying?
Who is your daddy?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
I am your father.
Welcome back to Two Dads, One Sippy Cup. We are here for our 50th episode. If you have been with us through the last 49-ish, there might have been some mess-ups in some of the counting of the numbers. Then we thank you very much. Mike, what are you drinking there? Coca-Cola?
No, man, this is just a raspberry seltzer from Stop and Shop.
Nice.
So, we're just diving off the rails like from the start here, I guess. Yeah, I found myself drinking a lot of soda like randomly. I was never like I liked soda, but I was never had it in the house,
guy.
you know.
Right.
And I found myself like drinking a lot of Diet Coke or Coke Zeros and stuff, and which is good and all, but
Like it tastes good.
yeah, but it's like putting sludge into your body.
True. I'm not a big soda guy,
I've been
but I do
switching
love
to
myself
seltzer.
a tea. Like a nice seltzer tea, like the Trader Joe's teas. Those are my favorite.
All right. Well, what we didn't realize is for the 50th episode, we coordinated outfits.
We did, yeah. We wanted to be sure that we were wearing the same thing. So I put on my oldest white tee, and Mike put on his oldest white tee. Or do you have a nice white tee on?
It's my undershirt, so.
These are white tees. They're undershirts.
I know, but like I wore it to work today under my shirt.
I
So,
took
like,
off my undershirt and put on this undershirt, actually.
in college when I was a freshman, I just had 2 drawers of white t-shirts. I didn't wear anything else except for white t-shirts.
I do feel like you were always in a white t-shirt, like all the time.
Like always, that's all I wore. And like when I come home from work, I take off my shirt and I leave my undershirt on until I shower and go to bed. Then I put on my sweatshirt, my pajama pants, and then
You wear sweatpants and pajama pants? You wear a sweatshirt and pajama pants to bed?
yeah, but I normally take off the sweatshirt prior to sleeping. It's like a thin sweatshirt. It's a pretty thin one. But if I don't take it off prior to sleeping, I will wake up with it off. I'll never wake up. I'll never go to sleep and wake up
First off,
in the same outfit.
that's like what things that Bay will say. She'll say something like, I don't know what happened. I was sleeping and this happened. That doesn't happen to me. Like if I take something off, it's because I woke up and I took it off. Like Bay,
No,
you have no memory of it?
I'll wake up naked. I'll wake up the wrong way.
What?
Like the opposite end of the bed.
No, you won't. No, you won't. You don't wake up the opposite.
I
of
will.
that. You absolutely do not. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll wake up, all the pillows will be on the floor. How did that happen? I don't know.
No, that's not me. Marissa used to have to wear this like hand brace because like something happened to her wrist, and it would be like strapped all around her, and she'd be like, I don't know what happened. It's just off. It was just off when I woke up. Like it's like Velcro.
What happens?
You have to like unvelcro it. What do you mean you just woke up and it was off?
Lynn, do you realize how like difficult it is to take off a sweatshirt without like a sweatshirt,
Without
like with a
waking up?
hood? Like
That would
like,
never happen to me.
I don't know. It happened this morning. I woke up, my sweatshirt was on the floor.
That's pretty weird.
And I normally know it because I run hot, as you probably know. But if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm like freezing. Like I think it's
Really?
because I sweat. I think it's because I sweat and I have like a fan on me.
True.
And like I'm always like wake up. If I wake up to pee or if Mikey wakes up, I'm frozen.
Yeah,
like
chill.
frozen.
Yeah.
And so this morning that happened, he woke up at like 6 and I was like, where the fuck is my sweatshirt? And it was just like on the floor, like half under my bed.
That's pretty funny. I don't do anything like that in my sleep.
I feel like you just curl into a little ball and go into the corner.
I still basically do that because my dog sleeps in my part of the bed and I get like nothing. So this weekend we went to we had an Easter egg hunt in our neighborhood.
Were you solo dadding?
I was solo, yeah.
I figured based off like how Bay was reacting on Snapchat to what you were doing.
Yeah. We thought it was on Sunday and she was gonna be able to come, but it ended up being Saturday, so she was working. I'm still going. Like there was like so much shit to do. It was like such a win. We spent so much time there. It was awesome.
I feel that.
I took him. He met the Easter Bunny, which was really cool. Because like when you met Santa, it was just like miserable. Because it was like such a quick thing. There were so many people there. It was sort of like hand him off to Santa and be done. The Easter Bunny, like nobody was taking pictures. So he was just like standing there like, Dad, like, that's a pretty big fucking bunny, huh?
Like, that's a big ass fucking bunny,
like,
dude.
he kept like looking at me being like, do you see the bunny? Like, it was really cool.
You know, I saw a TikTok about like obviously it's a little different, but about how like videos and stuff for kids like show them like big ass elephants and giraffes and like all these things, and it's just like acts like it's normal. Like, oh look, there's an elephant. Like no one sees elephants. Like you don't see elephants.
That is really true. Yeah, they do
Like,
show
oh,
you
here's
that
this
all the time.
giant bunny rabbit that's not normal, but here it is. Like,
Dude, I feel like I was thinking about this the other day. The weirdest thing is like the first thing we try to teach kids is like, what does the cow say? Like, who gives a fuck what the cow says? Like, what the fuck?
well, I think that has to do with like memory and like getting your brain to like associate things with stuff. But I get it. I
But
get
like,
what you're saying.
what we can't say something like, I mean, like, there's just so many other things that you could say. Like, it's just funny that we all land on like farm
Yeah,
animals.
but
it all
but
comes
what
back
is
to
the
farm animal.
what does the fox say?
What?
What does the fox say?
Oh, that's that song.
You're not gonna do it?
I don't remember.
Ding, 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 ding. Or something like that. Happy 50th episode.
We're getting a little nuts today.
That's right.
But yeah, so I made no friends at this event, obviously.
Good for you.
Well, actually, no. You know what?
Good for
I met
you.
up with this one couple who lives kitty corner to my house. Do you say kitty corner, catty corner? What do you say?
I have never heard kitty corner in my life.
It means like I'm on the corner, they're on the other
I know.
corner. We're like kitty corner.
Nope, never heard that in my life.
Well,
Is that
anyways,
a southern thing?
I don't know.
Southern thing?
I think it's like depends on where you live. It's like how you say it, like catty corner or kitty corner. I don't know. I just started hearing people call my house kitty corner to their house, so now I say it.
And you acted like I should have known what the fuck that was.
I didn't. I just explained how I knew it. Like I didn't like sit there like I asked you what you say. Like I thought I was the one who didn't know.
All right, man. Whatever, dude. At least I know what a fruit is and a vegetable. Okay.
Whatever. And then also I fucking so then I there was an ice cream. It wasn't an ice cream truck. It was like a coffee truck that had ice cream. Very weird. They
Okay.
were taking 9 billion years to fill each order, and I waited on the line 5 separate times. 5 separate times.
Ooh. How long? How long was each time?
Like 5 minutes.
Wait, hold on. You left or you ordered 5 separate times?
I left the line. I had to leave the line.
Okay.
Because like he kept being like a fucking nightmare, and like I was like trying to like time it perfectly where we could like run over when everybody was off the line, but it was like never working. Finally I got to do that, and like I was like I got him ice cream, and I'm like, dude, I told you what we were waiting for was like worth waiting. Like
Yeah.
and he was so amped up about the ice cream when I gave it to him. It was cookies and cream flavored. It was awesome.
Ooh. I saw it like all down his shirt. I liked it. It was nice. I had a similar situation 2 weeks ago at the museum. There was like a special room that like you went through, like it was like half a bus, and you went through it into another room with all different stuff. So Mikey, all he wanted to do was go through the bus, go to the bus room, bus. Okay. But it's a small room, so like they only let people in when people leave. Like there's a certain amount, and then 2 people left, the next 2 people can go. Waiting in a line I don't know what's worse, waiting in a line for something he wants to do or not wants to do, like what Chenzo was doing to you.
Right. It was like it's the opposite. No, it sucks. They don't understand. They're never gonna understand lines. Like they'll never understand that.
No, Mikey has no patience. I tell him all the time he's never going to be a Jedi if he's not patient. And he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand patience at all.
Speaking of patience, I almost lost my shit the other day. I called
I almost thought you were going to tell me you lost a patient, and I was like, I didn't know that could happen to you.
No. I do lose patience sometimes, but this was not one of those occasions.
I was like, where's this going?
No, so basically what happened was we were eating lunch, and he just kept like throwing the food, dude. Like, what do you? We'll talk about this, but like, I was like, it was like so frustrating to me that like, I almost like he did it like the third time, and I almost like slammed my fist down on the table and like freaked out.
Oh my god!
Like I caught myself.
Maniac.
Like that's like what happened in my head, and then I was like, no, like you can't freak out. Like just shut up. And then like obviously I didn't do that, but I was so mad because I was like, dude, just whatever. And then I finally was just like, fuck it. If you don't want to eat the food, then we're not gonna eat the food. Like, what the fuck is the big deal? So we just didn't eat lunch that day.
Throwing food. So Mikey, like, he'll throw food just to be a jerk now. Like, he knows, you know. We now, like, we'll bring an empty bowl and we'll call it, like, the yucky bowl and be like, oh, it's yucky, put it in this bowl.
That's smart.
Sometimes it works, but like, Mikey does this thing when he gets, I don't know if he gets, like, mad or frustrated. If there's, like, something on a table, it doesn't even have to be food. It could just be a million crayons. He'll just, like, throw his hands around and throw them in every which direction, and I can't handle it. I'm a very patient person, but for some reason when it comes to him like throwing his food or just like making a mess for like literally no reason, he just got mad. I'm so impatient with it, and obviously I need to do better. But it must be where you are in age, because Jimmy just asked me the other day about like, he's like, yo, is Mikey throw food a lot? Because Lacey just throws her food, and he definitely used to throw it more. Like now he like really, he gets every single thing that's happening. I mean, he doesn't really get like the idea of like bad and good, right? But like he knows when he's being like a scutch. Like he knows that if I don't want him to do something, like he knows like how to play that system.
Right.
So
I think the thing is, and Jimmy's probably like right there too, is like I feel like we're right at the precipice of like of him talking. Like we're like he's so frustrated all day long. Like we're trying to like communicate, and I just feel like it's like boils over at that point. Like when we're eating.
I felt like Mikey always did things when he walked, when he crawled, when he talked. I felt like frustration always pushed him over the edge to do it.
Right.
Like, especially because like his cousin Quinn was always ahead of him because he was older.
Right.
So like he would always want to do it and he couldn't. Like when he first started to like stand, all he wanted to do was walk.
Oh, walk.
Like he was, it wasn't good enough that he could stand. It was like, no. I can see all this shit now.
Yeah.
I need to move to all this shit now.
Right.
And then it was like with talking, like he's actually really good at, if he says something, like half the time you wouldn't know what he was saying. I would know.
Right.
But like, because it's just so like, it's his own language. If you don't get it, he finds another way to like tell you, and it's like kind of cool to like watch his brain. Like he'll start to get mad. He'll be like, whatever he's saying, if you didn't know, he'd be like, Strabaya, Baya. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then like he'd find a way to like show you a strawberry. Like he'd figure it out. Like he'd figure out a different way to communicate to you.
That's cool. Yeah. Like I feel like the same way with Chen's. Like he says things sometimes and I'm like, I get it, but like I don't think anybody else would agree that that's a word.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Like when I go to so I actually went to go meet my new baby niece, Nicole's brother's baby, this weekend. And like being around another toddler, like a 2-year-old, like she'll say things and I'm like, what the fuck did you just say? And like John and Shannon will know what she's saying.
Right.
But she'll have like a full sentence and I'm like, I have no idea what you just said. Like none. Because the kids just make up their own shit, or like they don't know how to say things right, and like if you're around enough you obviously get it.
Yeah, and if you like react to the word when he says like Strabaya, you're like, yeah, strawberries. Like, not that you're supposed to like correct him or anything, but like in his head he's like, yeah, Strabaya. Like, exactly.
Yeah, that's it, Strabaya. or Kaya. Kaya is a popsicle. Like he won't say, he could if Pakaya.
That's pretty funny.
Pakaya, that's how he says it. He'll say, you can have him say like pop solo, and then you could try and say sickle. He'll say something like close to sickle, but he can't put it together. He can't say popsicle. He'll just call it a pacaya.
That's funny.
Can't do it. I will say, seeing a newborn baby, wild. Like a wild thing.
Really, I haven't seen one since Vincenzo, I don't think.
I mean, I didn't hold her. I just like opted to not. Like there was no reason for it, you know?
What?
Like it wasn't like I said no, but like I wasn't like trying to like hold a newborn baby, you know?
I don't know.
Like, dude,
I don't know what you mean.
Michael's like 35 pounds. Like I can't hold a baby's like head up and like worry about all that. I don't want to worry about all that. I don't have to worry about all that. You know?
Do you think it's because it was like John and do you think it's because it's your brother-in-law? Like you don't think like if it was your sister's baby, like you'd want to hold it?
Hold it, he says. Hold her.
It's a newborn. It's still in it.
Babies at that stage really are in it. Like the baby did nothing but eat, poop, and cry and like sleep. Like that. Like that's all they do.
It's like giving me like anxiety, like thinking about going back to it. Like my heart's pounding.
I will tell you that newborn like shriek, like that cry, legit PTSD. Like I was like, oh god. It like hit me. It hit me in a place where I was like, Jesus Christ, like that's bad. So yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't interested in holding her. I mean, it could be like a little bit of like, God forbid I'm the guy who gets her sick, you know, like
right.
It's also funny because I feel like that was never a thought in anyone's minds when we were kids. Like it wasn't.
What? Like if you
like getting a baby sick. Like I feel like it was never.
I don't know. I have no idea. I doubt it. You know?
Well, I just know because like, especially in a world with COVID, like you think about it, but like everyone you meet is like trying to like kiss your baby. Like fuck off. Don't kiss him. Like why you gotta kiss him?
Yeah, I don't fuck with that. I also don't fuck with the rule that you have to like hug everybody hello. Like just say hi. Hey.
The kissing everyone hello, I hate it. I fucking hate it.
Bro,
man.
my mom would. I remember on Christmas she'd be like, before you do anything, you have to go kiss everybody hello, and I was like, well, what the fuck? And now I just like have an aversion to hugging people. Like I just fucking hate hugging. Like you wonder fucking why.
I don't care to hug.
No, I fucking hate it. Fuck you guys. I fuck everybody. Unless I know you, I want no part of hugging you. And like by know you, that means like I'm being around you like often. You know what I mean? Like unless we're like close. You know?
Do you want to hug me? Do you want to hug me?
I hug you every time I see you.
That's true. We do hug. It's cute. It's nice.
Yeah, I mean like I don't hug everybody though. There's just like certain people that I hate hugging. Like I'm always just like, oh, like that was gross. Like,
well, I know what I hate doing, like when I'm like around my dad's friends and I have to like kiss them hello. It's just like, oh god. It's like I hate it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like really, like a handshake's not enough. It's
like,
not enough.
My family's like, my family's all like my mom's family's all Irish, so like they don't do like kissing hello, obviously.
Yeah.
But like we'd have
to. They do the Irish goodbyes.
We'd have to like hug everybody. So like one time we were leaving and like I was kissing like all my aunts in a row, like one after another. I had to kiss everybody bye.
Oh, I hate that.
And then I got to my uncle and I kissed him on the cheek and he was like, "What the fuck was that?" And I was like, "I don't know. I was just a line of people. It's kissing everybody. Like, like you just were on the line. Yeah. It was a mistake."
You know what I hate? Like, because the kissing on the cheek thing is weird. I'll never forget this in my whole life. I was at Jones Beach on the boardwalk with Nicole a couple years ago. And I ran into a girl that I knew, like, but I haven't seen her in like years.
Right.
And like, I went to like kiss her on the cheek, but I did the whole like I made the noise, like our cheeks just like touched, and I made the noise, and I walked away. I'm like, holy shit! I just like, I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I'll never will stop thinking about it. Like all I did, we just touched cheeks, and I made like a kissing sound. Like it was just so awkward. Yeah, but like on air, like.
Did Nicole like make fun of you like relentlessly after it happened?
No, I don't know if she like caught it, but it was like right in the girl's ear, like right in her ear.
That's so fucking funny. I hate that
Yeah.
feeling, like when you do something and you're like, I'm literally never gonna let myself forget this.
No, I never will forget it because like I don't want to like kiss someone's cheek, like that's weird. So you do like the weird touch our cheeks, but like kind of kiss, like it's weird.
Crazy.
I think this is a good time.
Yeah, we're about halfway through, so
Yeah,
let's do. So we're going to do a giveaway for our 50th
that's right.
episode. So if you've made it
That's
this
right,
far
baby.
into the episode, we're gonna do a $50 Target gift card to
Whoa.
the winner, and the only way you can win is if you DM Mike the word Julia,
Yes, that's right. Julia, baby.
and you have to share our podcast on your story. Today's episode. So you share our podcast, episode 50, on your story, tag us, and then
Send me the
and then
DM,
DM
and
Mike
then
Julia, and then
you get a chance to win.
You'll be entered into the lottery of people who can win a $50 Target gift card. Did we
right.
agree on the rules? Those are pretty good rules, I feel like, right?
Yeah, those
Easy
are
enough.
good.
You don't have to tag both of us. You can just tag one of us. It doesn't really make a difference. But tag somebody so that we can share it again. And help us
And that's
keep
it.
growing this podcast. We have so many listeners that listen in every week, and we want them to make sure that they have more. This is what pays the bills. And
That's right.
yeah. So, I forget what else I was going to say. All right. So that's the giveaway for the 50th episode. Next year, we're going to do a trip to Disney World.
Yeah, so keep listening.
So if you keep listening, you might get a trip to Disney.
That's right.
All right. You had a story about the park. What happened to the park this week?
Yeah, I did have a story at the park. A couple things happened at the park. All very funny. We went to like the school playground, and there was like an organized team of flag football going on. It was like a practice, I guess.
And
And
like a
Mike-
team. Like what do you mean? Like there was a dad there, like coaching?
It was two people coaching, and it was
Okay.
like organized. I don't know if it was like a league or if it was just like for fun, like
Right.
whatever. But Mikey's obsessed with older kids, so all he wanted to do was play, and I couldn't let that happen. But one of the coaches had like a white goatee and was like an older guy. And Mikey starts pointing at him and just screaming, "Ho ho ho, ho ho ho!" Like, and he won't stop. So Nicole goes, "Mikey, that's not Santa. That's just an old man."
Oh my god.
So now he decides to just point and say, "Old man, old man, old man."
What did the old man
And he
say?
won't. Nothing. He didn't really hear him, but like Mikey went up to all the parents and he was like, "Old man," and he's like pointing back, and I'm like, "Yeah, he's an old man." Mikey has a habit of doing that. Like Nicole took him to the diner, and I wasn't there. There was apparently a rather large man,
Oh my god.
and Mikey's pointing at him saying, "Boobies."
Kids are fucked.
And he's just like, and Nicole's like, "No, that's a man. He doesn't have boobies." And he's going, "Man, boobies," and just pointing at him.
And this man obviously heard because it was inside the diner. That's crazy.
And I'm
Man,
like,
boobies.
Mikey, did he have boobies like daddy or boobies like mommy? He's like mommy. I'm like, all right.
That's so funny, dude.
So
Holy shit.
anyway, back to the park. Some little girl comes running over, and she like Mikey keeps opening and closing the gate. I go, "Mikey, like, gotta open the gate for her," and she goes, "No, that's okay." Jumps the fence. She's I think she said she was 7, and she's like doing the monkey bars, and like Mikey now wants to do the monkey bars, and we're like, "Look, Mikey, monkey." So this girl is out of control. She starts like acting like a full-blown monkey, like doing like trying to do like crazy tricks off the monkey bars. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this girl's gonna get hurt. Then she just starts telling us random things about her life. Like, "Oh, my cousin is also 7, but she's younger than me. I was born in January. She was born in December. She doesn't understand that I'm older than her." And I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you talking
Dude,
about right now?
you want to know something? One of the most annoying things in the world to me is when a kid says to you, "My cousin." I'm like, "Oh, I don't care. Like, I don't care about your cousin."
Well, we had to be nice. She was playing
No,
with
of course.
Mikey. Well, but kids just tell you like random shit like that has nothing to do with nothing. She's like, she told us she should have brought a banana. Instead, she brought something else because she's a monkey. I was like, oh, okay. Then she's like, my brother's name is Robert, and if you hear someone screaming Robert, that means he's getting in trouble. I'm like, oh, okay. And all Mikey wanted to do was copy her. Like, she's 7 doing monkey bars, and Mikey, all he wants to do now is fucking monkey bars.
Can
Like,
do
you
the
can't do
bars?
monkey bars. No, can't do monkey bars.
That's pretty funny. What were you doing? You had to like hold him up there, and he'd like.
I had to hold him, and he's like trying to do like chin ups, like, and I'm like, okay. But then he gets mad, like he wants to do it by himself. I'm like, you can't, dude. Like, you
Do it
can't.
yourself.
Like, and it's all because he's obsessed with older kids. Older kids he loves. Younger kids they don't have to be younger. Like his age, like a little bit, like 4 and under, you're gonna get bullied. He's gonna bully you. He's gonna bully you. He's gonna do it. He's relentless, and it's funny, but like it's not,
Right.
like
Right.
I'm like more okay with it when it's like a bigger kid and like whatever. But like when it's like a little kid, I feel like bad because he'll like hip check people. Like he doesn't care.
That's funny.
So I hate to be like those parents at the park, but like I have to watch him because I'm afraid he's gonna like push someone,
Right, like off,
and
like the playground structure.
yeah, like, and not that like it would be that horrible, but like I just don't want to deal with like parents, and like obviously I don't want him just pushing people all the time. He's been a lot better at that. Like he hasn't like hit someone in a while, but he's definition of like ball buster.
Right.
Like if you take him somewhere where a kid is playing with something, he's going to take it from that kid. Or destroy it. Or like if they build something, he's gonna knock it down. Like he is just
like this is mine.
That's how he is.
Ruin it. Yeah.
He's like, yeah. So it's all right. It's okay. We'll be fine.
All right, this is a good time for our parenting question of the week.
Oh.
I haven't read this one yet, but I just popped it up. It is smacked my toddler out of shock. All right, here we go. Hi.
What?
I don't know. I thought the title was cool, so we'll go with it. Hi, all. I am 19 weeks pregnant with our rainbow baby. What? What does that mean? What does that mean?
I'm gonna look it up. Keep going.
Okay. Like what? Okay.
I think I know what it means, but I don't want to say it yet.
Okay. My 2-year-old was having some big feelings earlier, and he was kicking and thrashing on the bed. In the process, he kicked me right where the baby is, pretty hard, and caused me some pain. I yelled out and smacked him on the bum immediately out of shock. Not terribly hard, but I do not believe in smacking children. I've always said I would never do it. It was as though I just went to deflect away the impact of my belly, and it happened to be my son. I'm so ashamed of myself, and I feel like I've ruined any illusions I had of being a good parent. I apologized to him immediately and explained that I know it wasn't his fault and I love him. I just need to vent, I guess. I feel so terrible.
So a rainbow baby is a baby after you have a miscarriage, stillbirth, or death of an infant from natural causes.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like it's just like, I don't know. Like, I guess I'm not a mom, so it's kind of tough to answer this question, but
I also feel like, okay, you smacked your kid. But
like,
I don't know if it was a reaction to smack him on his butt, like you spanked him.
It seems like so like if he like kicked you in the knee and then like your knee jerked and you kicked him in the face, I'd be like, well, that's your reflex. This feels like you were really mad at him and you smacked him out of frustration.
Yeah, and I obviously don't know what that's like to go through whatever they went through. The person's just venting is what's happening. They feel really bad about what they did, and they're venting.
Yeah.
I feel weird. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, you picked Rainbow Baby, and I feel weird about it.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess I picked a bad one. I just thought the title was interesting, and it was not a fun one. I got another one. Here's another question. This one says, "How to not spank." Do you want to read this one?
Yeah, I'm
All
okay
right.
with that.
I've never wanted to spank my kid. I was abused by my dad. I was about to, Jesus Christ.
Dude, what is happening, man?
And then the court allowed me to decide to stop visits. I have horrible memories of fearing a slap across the face or being kicked, yelling from both parents. Mostly, I'm patient with my 3-year-old. I feel like a good mom majority of days, but every once in a while, I have a day when everything overwhelms me, and my usual calming techniques don't work. It tends to happen when I'm tired, and that's difficult to correct with a nursing baby. I also have PPD.
Postpartum depression.
Okay. Then I'm taking meds. My issue is that I've now spanked her. I've now spanked her, and I just want to stop. I can count on one hand the amount of times I've done it, but it still feels awful. Only one time was a knee-jerk reaction, being kicked in the face and throat for chase. The rest were purely because I couldn't calm myself when she was having a tough time. I always apologize and tell her I shouldn't have done that. I don't give a fuck. This is wrong. She's wrong.
Yeah, like
you could have fucking a million disorders. You're hitting a kid. You're fucking wrong.
Yeah,
This is what we wanted to talk about. This was the right question.
Yeah, fuck this lady. I'm sorry you were abused as a kid, but now you're a maniac. This is what happens. I can't get into it. I can't.
What do you mean? Wait, this is the pod. We get into it. This is what we get into.
All right. I know I'm gonna get in trouble though. Want to know what I think should happen?
What?
Do you really want to know?
I do really want to know. Yeah.
You have to put everyone to sleep.
Okay, yeah, you always go this route, and I'm never on board with this. So never.
Dude, you have to end it.
It is weird though, right? Because like they say, like they always say like abuse breeds abuse, but is it not like
Yes.
the people breed each other, and then like
Dude, they have to put them to sleep. It's the only way.
I don't understand when people say like if you're an adult and you cannot control yourself, then I think that
And
you have a problem.
you have to go to jail or somewhere. You have to go somewhere.
Because like imagine
Or
you're like
you
you're
get
like,
put to sleep.
Imagine I was at the bar and I was like, yeah, this guy, he was just being really rude, and I just got frustrated, so I just beat the shit out of him.
Yeah,
it's the
that's
same
it.
thing.
That,
Except it's a little
It
ass
is.
baby who can't fucking protect himself.
no, that person needs to be put to sleep.
Yeah,
That's
no,
it.
fuck that person.
Instantly. That's it. There's no second
I want to
chance.
see what the comments are. It's very challenging to move past how we were parented. I kind of feel that way. I notice what I do, and this is what my dad used to do, is he grabbed me by like right here, like he would grab me there, and like he could grab me anywhere from there, and I do that to Chen's, but like it's just the easiest spot to grab him where I feel like I'm not gonna hurt him. I don't know. Everyone's saying she needs to go to therapy. I mean, I agree. He needs to go to therapy.
No, not therapy. She needs to be put to sleep, Vin.
Someone's over forgive yourself. No, Reddit's the worst place on earth. It's just like clearly not parents giving advice to parents. Like don't forgive yourself. Never forgive yourself.
Forget about parents. Anyone. If you hit a kid, that's it. You go. That's it.
Because like it's and like you don't want to like shrink down like the postpartum depression thing. Like I get it. Like there's probably depression sucks. Like whatever kind you have, but like. It's not a free pass to do anything.
No, but see, that person threw that in there to gain
as a caveat,
someone saying like, "Oh, it's okay." Right. But that person also knows that they are fucked up in the head by prefacing it by saying she was abused. So she knows that it's in her.
Right. And
she's saying she wants to stop. Like that's like a serial killer being like, "Oh, I only killed like 4 people. I want to stop." But
yeah, like forgive yourself first. Stop.
No, like you're done. Like you don't just like stop that. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's in you, that's what you are.
Right.
It's not like you're not gonna stop. I'm sorry. I don't know. You need to be put to sleep now.
How close? I'm gonna switch topics. How are we agree that she's a giant?
Yeah, put her to sleep. Put her to sleep.
What the fuck was I gonna say? Okay, yeah. Are you potty training?
We're no. The answer is no. And it's not because I don't think he couldn't do it right now. We just can't do it right now. A lot of it.
What? So you already have like the plan. You just don't want to implement the plan yet.
It's not necessarily like a plan. Like unfortunately or fortunately, a lot of things fall on Nicole
Right.
because she ends up like being home with him for like long stretches of time where I don't have that. Like she'll get like a break or summer break, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and it just like makes sense for it to be during summer break
Gotcha.
because it's gonna be like 3 days to like of just him being naked. You know what I mean? And like trying to figure out the bathroom.
Okay.
And that doesn't mean like, oh, only Nicole wakes up in the middle of the night because she's home, but like if she doesn't have to go to work, that's just way easier on everyone to like be in a calmer situation. Because he's gonna pee the bed, like that's gonna happen. Like
Oh wait, what? They're naked? Like totally naked? I haven't looked into anything that has to do with potty training yet. So
a lot of people take the route of like naked for like a couple days and then it's over. Versus like the okay, you'll sleep in this tonight and we'll try like pull-ups and all those kinds of things. Like anything I've ever seen about it is more along the lines of like we're gonna just be naked and we're gonna make it through and in 2 days it's over.
Really? Is that quick? That's pretty crazy. I didn't know that.
I mean, yeah, but there's obviously gonna be like tons of accidents. Like my friend's kid, he's 3.5, like he's potty trained, but like the other day we went to go to the park together and we ended up not because it was too cold. His kid woke up from a nap and he peed during his nap. And that's just gonna happen like frequently.
Right, right, right.
You know, even if you're potty trained, like there's gonna be plenty of accidents.
So they still wear like, oh, do they just wear underpants?
Yeah, they just wear underwear at that point.
And they just pee themselves.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens.
I didn't know that. I had no idea, dude.
Well, the whole idea is to like not let them have that safety, because if you let them have the safety of something, then like what's the point?
Themselves, right, right.
Then yeah, then what's the point? And it that makes it hard. Like obviously in the middle of the night changing sheets, like trying to get them back to sleep type of stuff. But they say if you do it the right way, like with the reward system and all that kind of stuff, like it could really be done in 3 days.
True. Okay.
I mean, obviously every kid is like super different.
So you're gonna do this in the summer?
I think so. I mean, they say the ideal time is like 2.5 to 3 from anything I've heard. That doesn't mean it's right.
Right.
Honestly, like I get it off TikTok. Is honestly like that's my like other parents how they handle it. Doesn't mean it's right or but so like 2.5 to 3 is like a good time, at least from what I've been understanding.
True. All right. Well, we'll see how.
But I do believe if we tried now, it would work.
True. You just think like it's just not the right time, so it makes no sense to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see how, right? Like sometimes he'll still wake up with poop, or his diaper is like full, like overnight, like full.
Chenzo pees through his diaper every single night.
Well, do you use night diapers?
No.
Yeah, we switched to night diapers at night. It helps.
We did, and then like it just didn't help. Like he just still peed through them. So like we're just kind of like, what the fuck? Why are we gonna do this?
What size diapers is he in?
He's a 5 right now. I mean, like it's just like I guess he could go to a 6, but he's like well within limits for a 5 still.
Yeah, Mikey, weight wise, wasn't ready for a 6, like according to like the paper.
True.
Like the diaper size, but he's been in a size 6 for like a year now.
Oh, he's
like,
in a 6 right now.
Yeah, he's been in a 6. So,
so I just don't think I don't think Chance is like ready to go to a 6 if Mikey's in a 6. But I mean, I don't know if that's how it really works.
it goes by weight. Like I think 6 is like 30 pounds and up. Like he was just like 30 pounds at his 2-year appointment, and he's been in 6s for a long time. He was just peeing through everything.
True. Maybe we'll go to 6s next time. That's a good idea then. Okay.
He still does. Like at daycare the other day, she was like, "Oh, he peed through his pants," and I'm like, "That's weird." Yeah. Must have not been on like perfect or something.
Right,
but...
right.
So Yeah. Try 6. Like,
Yeah.
get like a small box of 6s. Like, what's it gonna hurt? You're buying diapers
Yeah,
anyway.
a box of 6s, and what the fuck's the difference? I'll just save it for 6 months from now.
Exactly. That's true.
All right, that is episode 50. So, do you have any expectations for this weekend?
I'm actually going to do breakfast with Paw Patrol.
Oh, that sounds fun.
That's my it's gonna be my birthday on Thursday, and that's my birthday breakfast apparently.
Oh, right, your birthday's this Thursday.
That's right. So if anyone is going to do what they got to do to win that $50, you can also send me birthday money.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you the code word again. You have to go back and listen to the whole episode and find it. All right.
Yeah, you better find the code word. So my expectation is it to be a nice, fun weekend.
Cool. My brother's visiting, so we're going to golf, and then...
You're going to abandon your wife and your kid to go golf?
Yeah, I think I deserve a day. My wife's working like fucking 6 days this week and leaving me with him.
So your wife is providing for your family. God forbid you have to watch your own kid and you're gonna go golf.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go golf for 4 hours, and then my sister-in-law, or not my sister-in-law, but what am I gonna call her? My brother's girlfriend. She's coming.
That's what you should call her. Yeah.
It just feels like she's so close to us. It's so bizarre. Because she calls me. Because am I her brother-in-law? No, I guess I'm just. What am I?
Her boyfriend's brother.
I guess that's what I am. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you are.
Anyways, she's gonna come hang out with Marissa while we golf. So Marissa will have somebody to chill with her, which is good. And then I think we're gonna go out to dinner, so that'll be fun.
Who's watching the baby?
Babysitter.
Ooh, like the little kid babysitter?
No, we're not playing that game anymore.
Oh, how many times did you use that kid?
3 times.
Did you stop for any particular reason, or was it just like, we're over it?
Yeah, I did. I stopped for a specific reason. The specific reason was you would knock on my office door and tell me that he needed a diaper change.
Oh.
Like, what am I paying you for then? Like, not that I'm paying you to change the diapers, but it's like, if I have to get out of my office every time he pisses his pants, or you have to feed him, then this defeats the whole purpose. It's like, it's a waste of money.
I get you.
It was just uncomfortable because then she did that, and I was like, well, we can't have her. If she can't change the diaper, we can't leave him with her,
Yeah, no.
So I was just like, this is just not gonna work out. She's texted us multiple times now, being like, this is my new number, and her mom's like, hey, just checking in to see if you guys need Raina to babysit anymore, and I was like, don't you think if we needed her, we'd fucking reach out to you? What the fuck?
I guess, persistence, man, persistence.
Yeah, I don't know. So I maybe if we ever are doing something at home and we need her to hang with him, but if I'm home,
it's a play date. You're paying for a play date,
which is fine. I'll pay for a play date. When somebody's here, just take that extra little bit of weight off is fine. But I can't have you come babysit. That's not what it is.
I get you.
All right, that's 2 Dads, 1 Sippy Cup. We'll see you next week.